To them young boys in the hood with big dreams of being superstars. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't, but you gotta work super hard. To the older man who feels his life is over cause he wasted it standing on corners. One thing I learned about the streets, it's never too late for a come up. I was told before that I couldn't do it. I remember being told by my own peeps not to rap, and singing in my hood wasn't popular, but I got respect for it cause I was a beast. Facts. If you got a dream, you gotta stay committed, you can get it, but you gotta be a beast, you can't slack for a minute. Remember this, if you remember nothing else, you gotta be relentless.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, misery bots of all ages, back again with a quick video just to give you guys a heads up on a amazing sale that's going on Steam. If you were to check out the Steam refurbish, you will come across a relatively inexpensive Steam Deck for $359. But before we get into this video, if you like the intro music, definitely check out the Adrian Rockstar SoundCloud in the descriptions below. Let's get it. Now, one thing I would highly recommend y'all do is check out the refurbished Steam Deck. And not only that, like, just always constantly check up on this. Like, this device is so awesome that it's most of the time this joint is out of stock. Like, it's hard, you'd be hard pressed to come across a Steam Deck, refurbished Steam Deck, because first of all, not a lot of people are, returning their Steam Deck or anything like that. A lot of times you're not going to be able to come across a refurbished Steam Deck because people aren't just returning their Steam Deck all willy-nilly, you know what I mean? Because this device is built very well. And most people that get a Steam Deck, they enjoy their Steam Deck. So the likelihood of being able to get a refurbished Steam Deck is rare enough as it is. But if you're able to snag one of these bad boys up, it'll be well worth it. It'll be well worth it. But in order to be able to snag it up, you got to make sure you're constantly checking the refurbished website on Steam. So make sure you go to the store, and you can do this from your phone as well too. And it was pretty slow. And I was just checking my phone, like, let me see if the OLED Steam Deck is on sale, is on refurbish or whatever. Because I want to get an OLED Steam Deck. I already own a regular Steam Deck. In fact, I own the one that's on sale right now. Steam Deck right here, 512 gigabyte Steam Deck. This is with the matte finish and stuff like that. I think I had paid like over $500 for this one. It was like $560 or something like that. I forget how much I paid for it, but it was expensive. I will say it was expensive, but yeah, I got it. I have it, and I've enjoyed it. And I got it around the time it first came out as well too. Like, I've had my Steam Deck for like 3 years now, so. And I freaking love it. It's great. I take it with me every time I head out to Daytona. In fact, anywhere I travel, I typically take the Steam Deck with me just in case I want to get some gaming in. Just in case I have time to get some gaming in. But if you're not sure, I mean, first of all, they advertise the Steam Deck on the main page. You go to the store, the main store of the Steam, and the first thing you see here is Steam Deck, your games everywhere. That's literally the first thing you see here. And every now and then they'll have like the little joint of the Steam Deck here, which I'm not sure why it's not showing it right now, but maybe it's taking a little longer for it to load in. But yeah, it's this Steam Deck right here, advertised on the main page. But if you just scroll down a little bit too, a lot of times you see advertisement for the Steam Deck. Steam Deck, your games everywhere. And you can always click on that and it'll take you to the page. I would recommend, if you are a Steam person, if you are on Steam, to just periodically, just click on this and just see if there's a Steam Deck on sale. And then not only if the Steam Decks are on sale, because sometimes the Steam Decks do go on sale. Granted, the OLEDs have not been on sale as of yet. I am waiting for OLEDs to go on sale. Man, I want an OLED so bad, bro. But because I already own a Steam Deck, I can't really justify paying $550 for an OLED right now. But I will pay about $450 for one. If I get one for $100 off. But if you go here, right, you can easily see certified refurbish, up to 20% off, and then just constantly check this, periodically check this. I'm looking for at least this one, the 512 gig OLED. This is what I'm waiting for. Now, I'll drop that right now. If this was in stock, and this is what I was actually looking for. I was like, ooh, when I seen this, I got hyped, bro. I got so hyped when I seen it. Like, oh man, I'm about to get this joint right now. But it is the LCD one. I already own this exact model. Honestly, I actually own this exact model. But you also want to check to see if the 256 gig ones are on sale, which is actually cheaper. This is almost $300. And then you also want to check if the 64 gig one is also on refurbished as well, as that one's actually under $300. And granted, it's only 64 gigabytes, but you can, first of all, you can switch out that SSD. You can switch out that for an SSD with higher gigs. But if you don't want to go through that trouble, you can pop in a micro SD card up to, I want to say it's like 2 terabytes or something like that. I think you can pop up to like a 2 terabyte micro SD card and drastically expand the storage of this. So like even at this price, this is well worth it. Granted, a 1 or 2 terabyte, a 1 terabyte micro SD card is probably going to run you like an extra $100, but I promise you it'll be well worth it. That's still under $400, and I mean you'll be getting a Steam Deck that can literally do everything that the other Steam Decks can do. Because the only difference between all these Steam Decks, for the most part, is the gigabytes, with the exception of the OLED that has like, you know, the OLED screen, the bigger screen and stuff like that. Just little minor changes. But in terms of power, they're all the same. In terms of power, they're all the same. So you can't really go wrong. But another reason why you want to get a refurbished Steam Deck, because especially a certified refurbished Steam Deck, nothing from like eBay or anything, because you don't know what kind of condition you're getting that in. But a refurbished Steam Deck from Steam themselves is for this particular reason. The certified refurbished guarantee. This is like buying a certified car, bro. This is like buying a certified used car, bro. Like this shit comes with warranty and everything. Everything. Let's read it. Each certified refurbished Steam Deck has been thoroughly tested to the same high standard as our retail unit. Every device goes through a complete factory reset, software update, and an extensive examination involving over 100 tests at one of our Valve facilities. Among the tests are all controller inputs, the audio system, the screen and internals. Battery health is also assessed to ensure proper functionality and longevity. All refurbished units meet or even exceed the performance standards of new retail units. Although they may have minor cosmetic blemishes, they provide a reliable, high-quality gaming experience at a lower cost. All certified refurbished Steam Decks include the same 1-year warranty as a new Steam Deck. So you're literally getting the same exact warranty as a brand new Steam Deck, unless longer as determined by your country or of residence. So in certain countries you're actually getting a longer warranty. A refurbished power supply, fully tested, may have minor cosmetics. So basically, the only difference between a refurbished Steam Deck and a brand new Steam Deck is that the refurbished Steam Deck might have some cosmetic blemishes, which doesn't really matter, because you can always get some sort of case for your Steam Deck. Like, for example, I got like this rubber case to help protect it from like falls and stuff like that. You can always get like a case for your particular Steam Deck. You can always get like accessories to cover up those blemishes. So highly recommend getting a refurbished Steam Deck. That's what I'm trying to go for. Like I said, I'm trying to shoot for that OLED. Carrying case and quick start guides are also provided. So there's really no difference between a refurbished Steam Deck and a brand new Steam Deck, especially if you buy it from Valve themselves. They offer that guarantee. And if you don't believe me, I highly recommend you check out this channel. Jimmy Champagne from Deck Ready. He bought a refurbished Steam Deck, and he'll tell you about getting a refurbished Steam Deck in 2025.
If you're buying a Steam Deck in 2025, it should 100% be refurbished. I just bought this refurbished 1 terabyte Steam Deck OLED from Valve, and I literally cannot tell the difference between this one and a brand new one. First of all, it comes in the exact same box as a brand new Steam Deck. It comes with the exact same charger as a brand new Steam Deck, which is also in the exact same box as a brand new Steam Deck charger. The case is wrapped in the same plastic. It's wrapped in the same cardboard. They even put the little Valve tag on the zipper that comes with a brand new one. And once I opened this thing up, I analyzed this Steam Deck to see if there were any cosmetic defects, if any of the buttons felt weird, if any of the bumpers were mushy. Nothing was wrong with it. As far as I can tell, this is a brand new Steam Deck that I just got for over $100 off. The brand new 1TB Steam Deck OLED is $649. This one is only $520. So that's a big discount for what, as far as I can tell, is a brand new Steam Deck. It seems like people know how good this refurbished program is though, because good luck finding them in stock. If you're
You heard it from him. I agree 100%. That is Jimmy Champagne from Deck Ready. Highly recommend you check out the channel. Really good channel, especially if you want to know everything Steam Deck. Highly recommend that channel. But with that being said, I mean, if you like this video, if you're going to buy a Steam Deck, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And let me know in the comments below. Are you going to buy a Steam Deck? I highly recommend it. You can get it for $359. That's almost $100 cheaper than what you could get at a Nintendo Switch 2 right now for. I mean, as of right now, it is April 28th, 2025. You can get this Steam Deck, which is going to be almost as powerful as a Nintendo Switch 2, for almost $100 less than what you would get a Nintendo Switch 2. $350, that's about the same price you could get a base Nintendo Switch. A Nintendo Switch OLED, a base Nintendo Switch OLED. I think a Nintendo Switch OLED runs for about $350. And that's basically what you get the Steam Deck for. And it's going to come with more gigabytes. Nintendo Switch 2 was 256 gigabytes. This is double the gigabytes than a Nintendo Switch 2 for almost $100 less. So yeah, let me know in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Motivated. Some people let me get them. I know they hate it cause we winning and motivated. Glistening and inundated with swagger. I'm trying to keep with my daughter to hear some bullshit. Not from Chicago, so don't talk to me about bullshit. Niggas in the motherfucking game wanna talk about the swag and the ice and the whips they dry. But a nigga like me getting bread, showing love, so the niggas don't respect my grind. It's going down, chasing the crown. About to be one of the illest around, like Jessica, Rihanna, and Kanye. Nigga, I'm running the town. Slow it down, my vocals tight, so you can cut the. If you a dog, I'm Michael V. I take a nigga girl, I don't play fair. I take him to the bedroom, and they stay there. I'm gonna climb, give me mine, running out of time, money on the line, gotta shine, give it a look out when I try, won't stop. Vision in my mind, rockstar on top.